Good morning, Morales Junior High. This is Principal Escamilla. I am here today with Ms. Catherine Rodriguez. She is our 7th grade teacher. She and her students are here to present some work. So we're going to go ahead and start with a pledge, and then she's going to say a few words, and then her students are going to show us some work. So go ahead, take us away, Mr. Torres.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please stand with your right hand over your heart as we recite the pledges? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please join us for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. Just a few quick reminders on our calendar events. Today we do have football at Livernia, so that's an away game. We wish our boys safe travels to and from. This Friday is the end of the 9 weeks. After that, we have a nice fall break, Monday through Friday, so students take a chance to re-energize, to get a break, and we'll see you bright and early on that next Monday on the 19th for a second 9 week. Today is our Spirit Week of Fun October, so today is tie-dye dress in your best tie-dye attire, and tomorrow wear your favorite hat. Our Coyote and Lobo Pack, again, we want to remind each one of our students, teachers, and family members that we have made a promise to stop the spread of COVID, and that includes wearing your face covering, keeping your distance as much as possible, avoid crowds, wash your hands, check yourself, especially those students who come to school face-to-face, do your Skyward screener, and if you feel sick and it's COVID-related, better safe than sorry, stay home. Get the rest and treatment you need so we can have you back here on campus. And last but not least, our classroom guidelines for success: be respectful, be responsible, be safe. And part of that is being respectful, actively participating in lessons and discussions. So again, we highly encourage all our students who are virtual to keep their cameras on. And that way you can interact with the teacher. For our students who are face-to-face, raise your hand, ask questions, do everything you need to so that you actively understand the content being presented. So again, we leave you with that, and we hope you have an awesome Tuesday.
All right, great. Thank you, Mr. Torres. Just a few reminders, Mr. Torres, teachers and students. Mr. Torres mentioned grades are due on Friday. This is a UIL eligibility Friday, so make sure you get your grades in. Also, teachers, make sure you punched in. Make sure you have done your screeners. This is a regular thing that we do, so make sure you take care of that. Also, this is the final week. 8th graders, if you are interested in ROTC, make sure you talk to any administrators, and then also Mrs. Cáceres, our 8th grade counselor, if you're interested in ROTC. So now, again, I have Ms. Catherine Rodriguez. She is our 7th grade art teacher. She has some artwork here. She has some students, and she's going to talk about how do you make art relevant in your community, and what does she see? So go ahead, Ms. Rodriguez.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say that art is something that we use all the time. One of the best things that I heard from one of my students last week was, she said, "Miss, I'm learning how to see light differently. I'm learning how to see where the light actually hits objects and how it bounces off." And that's just great to hear as an art teacher. Whenever your students are saying, "Hey, I'm learning how to do this better. I'm learning how to do what artists do naturally." It's an awesome thing to hear, an awesome experience to have. So one of the things that we've been learning is about forms, 3D objects. We learn about the elements of art. We learn how to blend. We're learning different ways to hold the pencil and different techniques to blend. So if you'll ever come down this hallway, you'll see some of the forms that are on the board. But we also did a parody of the Scream. So this is a work by Mr. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is a work of art. It's a parody of Mr. Edward Munch. It's a famous work of art. So maybe y'all will see our parodies, and you will see the similarities of the actual Scream. So here's one. All right, you want to come here and just hold it up?
This is
Mr. Stephen Fowler. He's helping showing people's work.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fowler.
Awesome, thank you, Stephen. All right, Miss Ana, you can just hold it up.
Nice and high. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you. And Mr. Steven Silva is gonna hold this one. Whoop whoop.
So again, Ms. Rodriguez brought up some good things about art. You see art everywhere you go
Mhm.
here in our community, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
if you
sir.
ever have any questions about art, she's right in the science building. As you're walking the science or Texas history, stop by. Ms. Rodriguez always has fun things to do. Any other
And we
questions?
do ACE, I do ACE after school, ACE art. And I really loved what Mr. Latta said about math the other day, how it's problem solving. That's a lot about what art is too. Sometimes the best art is made by happy accidents, for sure.
So awesome. Two things. She talked about math. Math happens every day, and art happens every day, everywhere you go. So thank you, Ms. Rodriguez. Thank you, students. Morales Junior High 7 students. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.